Hey guys, here with Trainer Confidential. Got Donnie here. Today
All
it's
right,
kind of
man.
a, I wouldn't say it's a worn out subject yet, but the Europa Pro this weekend, there's a lot of controversy about that. We had Regan Grimes win. Nathan got second. So anyway, we wanted to get in and talk about that, see what Donnie thinks about that, bring up the scorecards and stuff like that. What did you think about, what was your thoughts on the show, first of all?
You know, the way I saw it, I mean, it could have went either way.
Yep.
I think it could have. It could have went either way. A lot of people saying, "Hey, look, Diashi, he was really catching up on him and stuff." They were both qualified. So it's just a matter who got first place money, who got second place money. They both got paid. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think their deal is how they're going to be doing at the Olympia, or who's going to be ahead of who at the Olympia. That's
Yeah, and
that's the
that's what
main
they
thing for
should be
them.
thinking about.
Yeah, that's the main thing with them. I don't think neither one is going to really have a big beef over what just happened at the Europa
No,
Pro, but still, yeah,
no, I don't think so either. I think it's more or less just the people having a beef about it.
yeah, yeah.
I haven't
I think
heard
it was,
any.
yeah, I think the pundits and the fans were more
Yeah,
about it than
yeah.
Diasha and Reagan were. So
And one thing I got to say before we get into that, for one thing, so the Flex Pro, obviously Nathan won it and Regan got second. Now, we had different judges this show, and I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe they were the same judges, but I'm guessing they weren't. So you got two really top-notch physiques that are really close, in points. And so, but now you have different judges and different eyes looking at it, and that's what we have here. I mean, there's a lot of conspiracy about this that, well, Nathan should have won it, and I know what I seen, I think in prejudging, I think Nathan won prejudging all day long, or excuse me, Regan won prejudging.
mhm.
But finals, Nathan, he started getting sharper, drier, and better looking so I think he won finals. But that's just me, and everybody's going to think differently on it. Now, to
Yeah,
go back to the conspiracy theory about, well, they just wanted to get Regan in there to get another person in the Olympia is why. And well, first of all, they got rid of the point system, so you
right,
have to win a show. So they
right,
already thinned out the herd of qualified
correct.
Olympia competitors.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So why would they do that there? Now, the next conspiracy is, well, they just that was a political move so they can get more money for the Olympia because Regan's got a lot of followers, and maybe we'll get more of these followers watching the Olympia
Yeah,
because.
you got these streamers out there, and there you have it.
But now here's the drawback on that. How many as a bodybuilding fan, you have lots of bodybuilders you follow, right?
Yeah,
So there's not too many people that are just after one guy. So Regan Grimes followers are also following other Olympia competitors, so if they're going to watch the Olympia, they're going to watch it regardless, right?
right.
Whether Regan's in it or not. Now we go back a little bit further. The Olympia is a separate organization. It runs off it's an incorporation. The Olympia is not the IFBB Pro. They pay the IFBB Pro sanctions, so they're two separate. So if you have IFBB Pro finagling away for a guy to win so that he can go to the Olympia, there's no benefit there. There's nothing. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah,
nothing,
yeah.
no motive there because they're two separate entities. So just to squash the conspiracy on that, I mean, in my mind, that's kind of what I see. And
No,
looking at their physiques,
it's a valid point.
yeah, looking at their physiques, they were so close, so close. I mean, Regan, to me, they looked well. Nathan looked just like he did last weekend. Regan did look fuller. Now he was fuller, and I think that's what made him look a little bit better. He wasn't as conditioned as Nathan was, but he was a little bit fuller than he was before. So it pushed his muscles out against his skin. It made him look a little bit drier,
I think I
and
think I
leaner.
think I think I think Reagan's structure north and south is a little bit better than Diash's.
I agree. I
He's
agree.
got those really high lats and the long waistline and stuff. And the thing about it, if Regan's ever the slightest bit off and Diash is on and stuff, Diash is going to get him. He's
Yeah,
just on sheer conditioning and stuff.
yeah, and that's what
But
he brings.
structure wise, north and south primarily, not so much east and west, not side to side, but north and south. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, Reagan's got a better structure.
Well, he's just playing a bigger guy. He's over 6 foot, and he's got to have probably 20 pounds on him, I bet. Nathan, don't you think?
He's a pretty big boy. I mean, Milos really he did a number this time.
Yeah. Let's see, Milos, who's he got going? He's got Samson, he's got Regan, and he's got not Mustafa, he's got what's his name? He's got 3 Olympia competitors though right now.
Okay, he's
And
got three.
so yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty eager to see the damage he can do, against all the other, against Hani, against all the other trainers, Psycho, and all those guys. So that'll be interesting to see. I want to pull up the scorecards though, because this is actually kind of interesting here. So here we got the scorecards. So Regan got 4 and Nathan got 5. So what happened here was one of these judges between finals and prejudging made a different opinion. Put Regan in first rather than second that he did. That they did before, because otherwise Regan would be a 3. It'd be a
right.
Yeah. So because like third place, Tim Bud, I can't pronounce his name, from Germany. He's got to score a 9. So one of the judges thought differently from prejudging to finals. So it was incredibly close. So
yeah, I mean, you could actually see that in the photos too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he blew it's not like he blew the field away. I mean, it was really tight.
I wanted to share something too, Nathan. I was looking at his this particular post here. So somebody had asked him, are you still gonna be doing the show in France? And his response is, I make a promise, I don't break it. Small amount of fans in France want to see me there, so we are going. Even if they just got one person there, wouldn't let you down. That's awesome. So he's still going to compete.
Wow.
So that's cool, and that's how it used to be, right? I mean, bodybuilders used to do several shows a year, right?
Yeah, they back in the 80s and 90s, especially in the 90s. Oh my goodness, you had these circuits that you would go on. You had these pro circuits, and yeah, they were just competing all the time.
Yeah, and I mean, in this case, I mean, he competed last weekend. He won, so he's already qualified for the Olympia, or excuse me, the weekend before last. So why did he do this show? Well, that's simple. It was a week later, and why not? I mean, he could possibly win 10 grand, or at least going to be top 3 because he won the last show, right?
Right,
so
right.
He's
right,
going to win money, so why wouldn't he do that show?
So he's probably what do you think he's won so far this year? Probably about 70, 80 grand or something like that.
I don't know. He won the Flex Pro was 10 grand. The Europa Pro was 10 grand.
Okay, 20. And he placed in the other one, so it's not like he didn't get any money.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think
about 30, 35 grand, close to 40 grand. So yeah.
Just on the show. He started his own supplement line too. So he's doing pretty good.
You almost have to go that way. You got to have something you're falling back on and stuff. I mean, yeah. There's a handful of bodybuilders that are really making some good money and stuff, but that's this isn't the NFL. That's for dang sure.
But he's got an impressive package though, just crazy. And I seen some really good picks on finals where you could just see Regan. He was fading out, and he was just getting sharper. Nathan was. So in my opinion, I think Nathan should have won, but I'm glad Regan's in there and he deserves it. And it is what it is. Yeah. And that's just my opinion. Like you said, it could have went either way because Regan, he looked phenomenal. I mean,
yeah.
But I noticed his quads, especially his quads, were fading out the more he was flexing and stuff. Whereas Nathan's
I
didn't.
wonder if that has to do. And I wonder if that has anything to do with the fill out.
You
You're
you
burning
know
through that glycogen like crazy. You know what I mean?
yeah, and you know Milos and his carb loading techniques. So you know it. I don't know. He hasn't competed in a while, so I'm assuming that they probably had a few go arounds to see, how many carbs he's going to need, and just
Now,
to
the thing
test
about
his.
this, he was already qualified for the Olympia, right?
No, no,
Regan was not qualified for the Olympia.
nope, nope.
Okay,
He's qualified now.
he's qualified now. Okay,
Yeah,
all right, okay.
yeah. As far as I know, this is his first show of the year.
Because I was thinking maybe they were holding back a little bit on the load up and stuff, trying to
I think so.
wait for the
Yeah,
Olympia, and he kind of burned through that glycogen,
I
but
I think you're right because I mean, judging how Milos does his thing, that would make sense to me that he was planning on doing this show regardless, and the first show was a warm up kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
my
But
question is who's going to show up at the Legion now? Who's left?
well, that's a good question. Well, we got Joel Fritz for one thing. I think he got fifth on this show. Roman Fritz, excuse me. Yeah, so he actually he got fifth on this show. He was third in the last show, so that would be a show for him right there. And I'd love to see him up there. If he had more size on him, he would definitely be a competition.
Boy, that's a huge lineup, dude.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is. There's one, two, three people from the USA in there. Yeah, it's a pretty big lineup. Did you see the classic physique?
I did not.
Okay, so this guy, I gotta find him to remember how to pronounce his name, but I was seeing some side by sides, which how side by sides they're not always the best, but from him to Chris Bumstead.
Okay.
And Chris Bumstead, he's gonna have to watch out for this guy. From what I've seen. There's women's bodybuilding, men's physique, classic physique. Okay, here we go. We got Wesley Vissers.
Okay.
Yeah, let me look this guy up real quick. Wesley Vissers. He's pretty impressive. Vissers, there he is. Okay, so here's him right here.
Very Arnoldish.
Yeah, right. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's the Olympia stage. But he's now what did he place in the Olympia? He was top 5 in the Olympia. I think he might have been third.
I can't recall. He's looking really, really, really good here though.
Yeah, right? I mean, look at that. Look at that.
That's Andreas Munzer right there.
Yeah.
This is stuff you see on Andreas Munzer right here, the chest striations. And it's crazy.
It's a shrink wrap steak is what it looks like.
That's crazy.
That is nuts. So so Bumstead, he's he might he might have been on top for a little too long.
He looks a little fuller than Bumstead, but there's some things that I can see Bumstead's got. Bumstead does a pose similar to this. He does that kneeling 3/4 Arnold and stuff, and his glutes and hamstrings are just a little bit more developed than
right.
These guys. But
you're right. They are too.
Yeah, he's doing it justice though. That's for sure. I like to know how big he is, how much he weighs.
I don't know.
Well, he's not small.
No, I'm guessing he's probably let's see. It says 19 kilogram. I'm guessing he's probably 240, 250, maybe here.
2.2 pounds, 2.2 pounds, 2.2 pounds. Yeah, he dropped quite a bit of weight to get down here.
Yeah.
19 kilograms. Yeah, that's like
but this is him at the last Olympia. Now look at him at this. I'm pretty sure these are recent photos from.
Yeah.
Oh well, that one's not actually. Let's see here. No, none of these are recent. Okay, so I'd have to look them up on NPC News.
Okay.
Well, actually, they'll have some pictures.
We'll check it out.
I'll have some pictures right on here. Actually,
I think Bumstead's going to close it out though.
I think so too. I mean, he's been dominating for, it's about time for somebody else to step up. Here he is right here.
Yeah.
And I like Bumstead, man. But I mean, in my mind, if you're a champion like that at that level, you got to know when to quit. I think before you start, going downhill, and it's just, you're not as satisfied.
I'm curious to see what Ruffin's going to bring. Yeah. He was out of the top 5 last time, so I'm gonna see what he's going to bring.
Yeah.
So I think I think he realized that what he was typically bringing wasn't enough, and he's got to bring that game up. And so we will see what he is going to bring. I'm really curious as to that. So you saw a local girl, right?
Yes, I did. Yes. Very impressive.
Yeah.
She's already qualified for the Olympia, right?
I'm pretty sure she is.
Yeah. So you actually saw her at the Northwest when I was competing there.
Yeah, when you were yeah. She was.
So she went right from there, got her pro card. She's already going to the Olympia. That's awesome.
Yeah. As my, she's already done one, so I think she did pretty well on it too. But
she did Olympia last year.
I think she did, but I'm not totally sure on that and stuff. But she's going to this one.
Yeah.
And no, she looks ready.
Wow. That's awesome.
She looks ready. I mean, just raw genetics. I mean, just genetics off the. That's when I look at a bodybuilder, like I just see, just genetics out the kazoo. Just like when Flex Wheeler at in his heyday. I mean, it was just raw genetics.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get those about once every generation or something like that.
Yeah.
You'll get a physique like that. She's almost like that in a way.
So we'll now she's in her early 20s, right?
She's in her 20s, yeah. Yeah.
Nice. So she's got a long career ahead of her.
Yeah. Well, if she doesn't work, she's an attorney, so she can always stick with her day job.
Oh, she's an attorney too?
She's an attorney.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yep.
You know where she got her discipline from? Is she a attorney for the state, or is she
I know. I just know she's an attorney.
Yeah,
that's the main thing
cool.
Right there. Yeah,
and she's from Olympia.
Yeah, well, she's from the Northwest. She's from Washington, the Washington area. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's a Northwesterner. So.
I got to get that name so I can keep tabs on her.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Got to find out what her name is. I seen the picture and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Show jacket and stuff, but yeah. I mean, that's what we got for today. You got anything to add about the show or anything?
That's about it. That's about it. I had my MRI today.
How'd that work?
So they're gonna find out. You see,
is it?
They're gonna.
It get puffy.
They did the MRI, and I got an appointment in about another week or so. They're gonna let me know what's actually going on. They think that that I had calcium deposits in my elbow, from just all the years of training and stuff. When I fell on it, I broke them loose. I broke those, and so they're floating around in there, and that's where the discomfort is coming from and stuff. So
you didn't have that ball before. Did that just happen again?
No, it's just the way. No, it's this is what it's brought. Remember, it was a lot worse, but this is what it's come down to right now. Yeah. So I'm just gonna I'm training as best I can. Presses are out.
Really?
No tricep presses, no shoulder presses. No bench presses. But actually with my flies and my isolation moves, I'm pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I know when I hurt my rotator cuff a long time ago, I couldn't do any pressing movements at all, and I managed to make do with just flies. I mean, my chest ain't a lacking part, so it was working for me anyway. So I don't. It just might mean more machines, man. I mean, as we get older, sometimes we got to move to a machine.
It's all about that resistance, man. It's all about that challenge. You know, your muscle don't care if it's a barbell or a cable or a machine or whatever. If you got that weight dialed in where you're recruiting those fibers and tearing them down and stuff, you know, it really doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, no.
At least not to me, anyway.
Are you doing time under tension for your push movements and stuff?
I have no choice but to do it with some stuff. I mean, no, I'm pretty much just, of course, you know, my situation with my knees and my quads. I do time under tension with that. I do time under tension with my calves, but everything else is pretty much like normal.
Now, going to your knees, you haven't had any issues with your knees since you started doing that.
No, right? I have not. Actually, I was supposed to have had knee replacements by now and stuff, and I haven't. So yeah. Yeah,
that's awesome.
But you know, leg extensions are out. I don't do leg extensions anymore. It's just basically compound moves, things that don't isolate the knees.
Yeah.
You know, well, so yeah.
We've all seen you up on stage, and you have the biggest legs up there in your bracket. So, so it's not a lacking part for Donnie Whetstone.
No, it's not really. It's not.
So that works. I just got back to doing my legs. Let's see, this is my third training session with my legs because I had the gout in my knee. Every time I get the gout, it takes like about a week to get it out of my knee, you know, where I can't use a full extension. So I did the time under tension that you showed me the last time, but this time, and everything's working great. I just started so I had 2 training sessions. So today or yesterday was B squad. Okay. So I started off C squad, B squad, and then I'll go to full.
I'm at C right now and stuff. I got to get my working loads. I'm just slowly. I didn't want to just jump into my working loads.
Yeah.
Each week I will increase my working loads to get as close as I can to them, and then that'll be a true C squad right there. But right now I haven't. There's no exercise right now to where I'm actually doing my working load because I don't know how this is going to freaking respond. So
that's true. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I thought of you when I went in there the first leg day because I'm like, I had my wife help me because I can actually do drop sets and stuff like that on leg press and. So anyway, she comes in and helps me on leg days, and I'm just like, she's like, how many are you going to do? And I'm like, 20. Wait, no, I better do 10. I haven't done legs in 2 weeks, so but I walked out of there. My legs were I barely walked out of there. So if I could barely walk out of the gym, I did the damage. I did what I needed to do.
Yeah. Absolutely.
C squad has its purpose, man. It does.
I mean, and that's what a lot of times I tell my clients and stuff, and it's just to train smart. Look, you're not 100%. We're doing B squad or C squad for a reason, but you can still open up if you have to, if you got it, if you got it. But remember,
and you'll know if you feel it. You'll feel
right.
You
do.
Yeah, you know. So
you'll know.
Yeah. It is what we're trying to do this for as long as we can, longevity.
Yeah, it's the long game.
In the sport. So
yeah, I mean, I've been training 51 years now.
Jeez.
I've been training since 71. I mean, it's
longer than I've been alive.
Not every session's been A squad. I haven't been going balls to the wall all the time. So with me doing what I'm doing right now, because I got to wait to see what the schedule is going to be like for next year. It hasn't come out.
Yeah.
And so I know I'm gonna do the Worlds again. And then I don't know what other show is going to be after that. I think I'm going to do something. I think I was about doing like the Chicago one. They got a 60 division in Florida. So, but this was the first year there where I did not win any shows and stuff. So
yeah,
this is in the 60 division. I finally got beat by 2 60-year-olds. So, like I said, that's just more motivation now.
That's right. Yeah. The game ain't over yet.
I can't be too far. I tend to not stay focused and stuff. But this is where I really need to be in the hunt.
You're right. If you're just dominating everybody anyway, where's the satisfaction for one, and where's the goals from there? You know what I mean? It's like I mean, it's kind of my first show that I won, the Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, I walked away. I liked winning, but I
Mm-hmm.
walked away. I knew I won. It wasn't I didn't, I
Yeah,
had
nice. The minute you
satisfaction.
walked on set, yeah, the minute we stripped down and everything and
Yeah.
stuff, we already, yeah, you were
And
pumping up and
I didn't get the same satisfaction as I would
right,
have.
right,
So,
right.
I even told you next time I want some competition. Well, Northwestern had competition, so yeah, that's a huge thing. You got to have something to chase after.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
that's just fuel for the fire.
yeah. It is. It
All right,
is.
my friend. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yes, we are.
You guys, thank you for watching. You got any comments on what you think about the Europa Pro? Shoot them in the comment section. We'll talk about them, and otherwise, we'll see you next week. Thank you for
Yep.
watching.
All right, man.
All right.